Hi, my name is Owen Culver and I am the author of this lovely book from Roaring Brook, which is called Juniper's Christmas. And I would like to tell you 4 things about the book before I go out to the ballet. Number 1, this book is all about family, and specifically Juniper's family, and whether that is the family you are born into, whether it's the family that chooses you, whether it's the family that you choose, or whether it's your closest friends. So long as you agree with Juniper that these kinds of family are very important, you will understand everything she does in the story. Number 2, Elvish. What is Elvish? Elvish is the language spoken by Santa and the elves at the North Pole. And from this language, this ancient language, all the European and Scandinavian, which is also European languages, are derived. For example, Santa calls the hut that he builds in London is Winterhuis, which sounds very like winter house, but if you're saying it in English, you just say winter house, but in Elvish you sound excited, you say Winterhuis. So it's a much more fun language to speak. So it would help if you remember any Elvish words that you come across in the pages of Juniper's Christmas. Number 3, as you can tell from the cover, we have a lot of reindeer in this book, so it's very important we know something about the anatomy of a reindeer. So I'm going to give you 2 little hints about reindeer. Number 1, reindeer eyes change color in the summer, and they have nice golden eyes. And then in the winter, their eyes turn blue. So that is very important because that is how Santa bonds with the reindeers he's going to use to fly. But if they're not in the North Pole, maybe their eye color won't change, and that could be a catastrophe. We'll have to read to find out why. Another thing about reindeer is they have hooves and pads, and during the winter these pads shrink back to reveal sharp hooves that can grip onto the ice like reindeer skates, if you like. So these can also be used as quite dangerous weapons. So if you see a reindeer in the winter, stay clear of those hooves. And the 4th thing I want to tell you is about Santa's sack. Now, Santa has many tools that he uses. He has the sleigh, he has the reindeer that we just mentioned. He has a thing called a Santa slow time, which allows him to fly around the world in a single ride. But perhaps the most useful gadget he has is Santa's magic sack, in which he keeps all his presents. And what's so important about this is there's a failsafe on the sack, a spell, if something were to happen. And what this spell says that if Santa does not draw presents from the sack for 10 years in a row, then whoever draws the first present on the 10th year, Christmas Eve, becomes the new Santa Claus. And that could be very dangerous for the sack to fall into the wrong hands. Anyway, armed with these 4 facts, I want you to go forth, read Juniper's Christmas, and I hope these 4 facts give you a little heads up and a little advantage over the people who have not watched this video.
Owen, is there any part of Juniper's Christmas that you particularly loved writing?
I really like writing bad guys. I suppose I'm most famous for writing the bad guy, Artemis Fowl. But for this book, I wanted a very vaudevillian, pantomime bad guy who's inspired by my hero of bad guys, who's Captain Hook. So I invented this Irish lady called Miss Trude Madden, and Trude is short for Intrude because her dad was a career criminal who wants to steal Santa Claus's magic. So the other characters can be a little nuanced and subtle, but Miss Trude, I just went all out, making her the meanest, nastiest villain that you could ever find in a Christmas story. And I was giggling to myself all the time as I was writing it. So it's a wonderful treat for me as a writer to be able to write a character like that who has no morals whatsoever and will do whatever it takes to get Santa's magic.